The Quran's Number Secrets, The Mystery of Surah Al-Hijr, and pages 262 to 267. Imagine you're holding the Quran, opening to pages 262 through 267, where Surah Al-Hijr, the 15th chapter, resides. Suddenly you notice something extraordinary about these numbers. If you add up pages 262 plus 263 plus 264 plus 265 plus 266 plus 267, you get 1597. What's interesting? Try adding the digits of 1597. 1 plus 5 plus 9 plus 7 equals sign 22, then 2 plus 2 equals sign 4. This number 4 represents balance, like the four corners of the world. But the secret doesn't stop there. Surah Al-Hijr, with its mysterious verse 87, leads us to number puzzles like 7 equals sign 7 and Mathani equals sign 77, which seem to dance in a divine pattern. Let's dive into the mystery of these numbers from page 262 to 267, and see how the Quran weaves bewildering mathematical wonders. Surah Al-Hijr, a portal of magical numbers. Surah Al-Hijr, the 15th chapter with 99 verses, is like an entrance to the world of Quranic numbers. Imagine this: 15, chapter number, plus 99, number of verses, equals sign 114, the total number of chapters in the Quran. Not only that, if you add the digits of 114, 1 plus 1 plus 4, you get 6, the same as the number of days Allah created the universe as mentioned in Surah Al-Araf, verse 54. And now let's go to those pages, 262 to 267. Add them up: 262 plus 263 plus 264 plus 265 plus 266 plus 267 equal sign 1597. Its digits: 1 plus 5 plus 9 plus 7 equals sign 22, 2 plus 2 equals sign 4, show divine balance. But there's more. If you add the chapter number 15 and verse number 87, you get 15 plus 87 equals sign 102, and 1 plus 0 plus 2 equals sign 3, a number that will lead us to a magical triangle. Verse 87, 7 verses and the 7 equals sign 7 puzzle. In Surah Al-Hijr, verse 87, Allah says, "And we have certainly given you 7 oft-repeated verses, Saban min al-Mathani, and the great Quran." Scholars like Ibn Kathir explain that these 7 verses refer to Surah Al-Fatiha, which has 7 verses and we recite repeatedly in prayer. But this number 7 is not just an ordinary number, it's like a key that unlocks the secrets of the Quran. Look at this pattern: 7 equals sign 7. Saban means 7, equal to the 7 verses of Al-Fatiha. Mathani equals sign 77. Mathani means something that is repeated. If we imagine it as 77, because it's repeated, we get something interesting. 7x 7x 5. If we multiply 7x 7x 5, we get 245. Add its digits: 2 plus 4 plus 5 equals sign 11, then 1 plus 1 equals sign 2. This number 2 represents monotheism, the oneness of Allah. Verse 87. The number of this verse, 8 plus 7 equals sign 15, 1 plus 5 equals sign 6, returns to the number 6, aligning with the 6 days of creation and the digital root of 114, 1 plus 1 plus 4 equals sign 6. And what about the mysterious 3 equals sign 7777777? This might be a reference to the number 3 in the magical triangle pattern we'll explore next. It's like the Quran is saying, look, these numbers 7 and 3 are interconnected, forming a repeating pattern like a divine puzzle. The magical triangle, 345. Now, let's move to a more puzzling secret in verse 87. The third, fourth, and fifth words in this verse form a mathematical pattern called a Pythagorean triplet. 3 squared plus 4 squared equal sign 5 squared, which is 9 plus 16 equals sign 25. This is the formula for a right-angled triangle, something mathematicians used thousands of years ago. How did the Quran know to arrange words so precisely to form this pattern? Even more amazing, if we take the coordinates of this verse, 15, chapter 87, verse 6, 6th word, and add their digits: 1 plus 5 plus 8 plus 7 plus 6 equals sign 27, 2 plus 7 equals sign 9, we get the number 9, which aligns with the 99 names of Allah, Asmaul Husna. Have you ever thought about 3 equals sign 7777777? This might be a symbolic way to show the importance of the number 3 in this triplet, related to the number 7, Saban, and 77, Mathani. It's like the Quran is hiding a puzzle that connects these numbers in a perfect mathematical dance. Pages 262 to 267, numbers that speak back to pages 262 to 267. The sum of 1597 not only yields the digital root 4, 1 plus 5 plus 9 plus 7 equals sign 22, 2 plus 2 equals sign 4, but also holds other secrets. Look, if we add the digits of the first page number, 262, 2 plus 6 plus 2 equals sign 10, 1 plus 0 equals sign 1, and the last page number, 267, 2 plus 6 plus 7 equals sign 15, 1 plus 5 equals sign 6, we get a pattern related to the number 1, monotheism, and 6, creation. And if we add the numbers of the chapter and key verse, 15 plus 87 equals sign 102, 1 plus 0 plus 2 equals sign 3, we return to the number 3, which appears in the Pythagorean triplet. It's like the Quran weaves these numbers into its pages to show divine precision. Other number wonders in the Quran, number patterns in the Quran are not limited to Surah Al-Hijr. Here are some examples that amaze us. The word Allah is mentioned 2,698 times. Add its digits. 2 plus 6 plus 9 plus 8 equals sign 25. 2 plus 5 equals sign 7. Another number 7. The word day appears 365 times, the same as the days in a year. The word month appears 12 times, the same as the months in a year. The words world and hereafter each appear 115 times, showing the balance of life. The words devil and angel both appear 88 times, like a reflection between good and evil. Researchers like Zinedine Dadach found the Quran constant, QC equals sign 70.449112444, a special number derived from Arabic letters and the Quran's structure, proving that this text has not been altered since its revelation. It's like the Quran has a divine security code protecting it. What do all these numbers mean? These numbers are not just a game of numbers, they are signs from Allah as promised in Surah Al-Hijr verse 9. Indeed, it is we who sent down the Quran, and indeed, we will be its guardian. These patterns show that the Quran is a perfect book, designed with extraordinary precision. Imagine the Quran as a giant puzzle. Every number, 7, 77, 345, 1597, is a piece that forms a picture of Allah's greatness. It makes us wonder, how could Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who could not read or write, bring a book with such amazing mathematical patterns? Be careful with number secrets. While these numbers are fascinating, we need to be careful. Scholars like Ibn Kathir remind us to understand the Quran with authentic interpretations, not to make strange assumptions like predicting the future. These numbers are meant to strengthen our faith and attract others to the Quran, not to be used as magical tools. With sincere intentions, we can share these wonders without violating Islamic law. Why is this important for us? Strengthening faith. Numbers like 7, 345, and 1597 show the Quran is a divine miracle. Answering doubts. These mathematical patterns prove the Quran's precision to those who doubt. Attracting young people. With VR and social media, the new generation can feel the Quran's wonders. Conclusion. The enduring divine puzzle. The Quran is like a labyrinth of numbers full of wonders. From pages 262 to 267, from the number 7 to the 345 pattern, every number is a piece of the puzzle that shows Allah's greatness. Whether you're reading verse 87, calculating 1597, or amazed by the frequency of day equals sign 365, the Quran invites us to be awestruck and to think, are you ready to find more secrets in this holy book? What other numbers will surprise us? Question for you. What's the next number secret you'll find in the Quran? Let's solve this puzzle together. Peace be upon you all. I hope today finds us all well and blessed. Have you ever opened the Quran and your eyes just landed on a page number, not just the verses? Sometimes that number seems to call out to us to look deeper. Imagine we open the Uthmani Quran and turn to page 262. This is where Surah Al-Hijr, the 15th surah, begins. This surah brings us many lessons in wisdom. The entire Surah Al-Hijr is found from page 262 to 267. Each page brings us closer to a deeper understanding. Seems normal, right? But let's do some math and see what's hidden behind these numbers. 262 plus 263 plus 264 plus 265 plus 266 plus 267 equal sign 1597. This number isn't just a sum, it carries a bigger meaning. Subhanallah. Why this number? In the Quran, nothing is by chance. Every number has its wisdom, and every wisdom brings us closer to God. 1597 isn't just a total, it's a key to a mystery that God has woven into his book. It's a door to a deeper understanding. God speaks to us not just through his words, but also through the structure and design of his book. Every element is a sign of his greatness. The wonder of the Quran isn't just in its content, but also in its mathematical arrangement. This is proof of divine wisdom. This proves the Quran is not a human creation, but from the Lord of all worlds. Every verse and number is a sign of his greatness. From here, our journey begins, exploring the secret behind 1597 and its connection to Surah Al-Hijr. Every step brings us closer to the truth. Let's open our minds and hearts and see how these numbers are part of the Quran's miracle. Every number is part of a bigger story. This isn't fortune-telling, it's contemplation, marveling at God's greatness. Every reflection brings us closer to him. Let's dive deeper. Every discovery is a step towards a deeper understanding and a closer relationship with our Creator. So, we got the number 1597. What's so special about it? Let's break it down. 15 and 97. 15, that's Surah Al-Hijr, the 15th surah. It's like a tag that Allah placed on these pages. And 97 is close to 99, which is the total number of verses in Surah Al-Hijr. If you add up the digits 1 plus 5 plus 9 plus 7, you get 22. And 2 plus 2 equals 4. The number 4 stands for balance, like the 4 seasons, the 4 directions, the 4 caliphs, and the 4 schools of thought in Islam. In Islam, balance is key, between this world and the afterlife, between Allah's rights and human rights. Allah arranged the structure of the Quran very carefully, even down to its page numbers. So 1597 isn't just a number, it's a code with many layers of meaning. First, it confirms the identity of the 15th surah. Second, it brings in the idea of balance through the number 4. This is just the beginning. Every part of the Quran, even how its pages are arranged, is part of Allah's plan. It's not human work, but an unseen hand that put it all together. Subhanallah, how precise Allah's planning is. These secrets make the teachings inside even stronger. Let's keep going. Let's focus on Surah Al-Hijr. It's the 15th chapter and has 99 verses. Now let's put them together. 15 for the chapter number and 99 for the verses makes 1599. That's super close to 1597, only a difference of 2. And if you add 15 plus 99, you get 114. Guess what? 114 is the total number of chapters in the whole Quran. How can the chapter number and the number of verses from one chapter add up to the total number of chapters in the entire Quran? This is mathematical magic. Every part of the Quran is connected in a really complex way. It's impossible that Prophet Muhammad, who couldn't read or write, planned such an amazing number system. This could only come from God, who knows everything. The combination of 15, 99, and 114 is proof that the Quran is true. It tells us not just to read, but to study and think deeply. Let's explore even more. In Surah Al-Hijr, verse 87, we have given you 7 oft-repeated verses. Refers to Al-Fatiha, the opening chapter that's super important in every Muslim's life. Al-Fatiha has 7 verses, and it's read again and again in every prayer unit, becoming the main part of daily readings for Muslims all over the world. The number 7 is really special. 7 layers of sky, 7 layers of earth, circling the Kaaba 7 times, walking between Safa and Marwa 7 times, and even the 7 days in a week that organize human life. Allah highlights the importance of the number 7 in many rituals, and also in Islamic ideas about the universe, showing the order and greatness of his creation. This verse 87 is in the 15th chapter, adding an interesting number puzzle to explore. If you do the math, 87 x 15 equals sign 1305, a number that opens up room for more thought and study. Surah Al-Hijr itself has 99 verses, and each verse carries its own special meaning. Verse 87 is among the last verses, marking a very meaningful ending in this chapter. The number 7 is also connected to Asmaul Husna, the beautiful and great names of Allah, as well as many other math patterns and structures hidden in the Quran waiting to be discovered. 7 times 7 times 5, which are the pillars of Islam, gives us 245, a field of number study that's still wide open for new discoveries. Verse 87 is seen as the gateway to the mystery of the number 7 in the Quran. inviting us to keep diving into its secrets. It also confirms Al-Fatiha as Kitab, the mother of all chapters and the main source of guidance. The number 7 brings the meaning of a perfect cycle, repetition in worship, and a symbol of balance in life. Every number in the Quran holds secrets, wisdom, and deep lessons to think about. Let's move on to the next layer to understand even more about the wonders of the number 7 in the Quran. Let's go back to verse 87 of Surah Al-Hijr, 7 oft-repeated verses. This verse is like a doorway to understanding the hidden secrets in the structure of the Quran. Mathani means repeated and paired, which opens up a new meaning about balance and repetition in God's message. The number 87 can be linked to the idea of a Pythagorean triplet, 3, 4, 5, which is a basic part of many geometric shapes. 3 squared plus 4 squared equals 5 squared, a math rule that shapes both the physical and spiritual worlds. Al-Fatiha is recited 17 times a day in the required prayers. 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 equals 17, showing the regular pattern in daily worship. 3 and 4 also refer to the number of units in prayer, showing the connection between numbers and actions. The sum of the triplet, 3 plus 4 plus 5, equals sign 12, which is the same as 12 months in a year, showing the regular pattern of time in human life. Add the chapter number, 15, and the verse number, 99, equal sign 114. 1 plus 1 plus 4 equals sign 6, a symbol of creation and completeness in Islamic number study. 114 divided by 6 equals sign 19, a mysterious number in the Quran often connected to the mathematical wonders of God's message. All of this shows the harmony of geometry and numbers in the Quran, from its verses to the structure of mosques. From worship to creation, everything is connected, forming a deep web of meaning. The Quran is a perfect structure from every angle, both in its words and its numbers. Every number, every structure, has a deep meaning waiting to be explored by anyone who seeks it. Let's look at the next part of our journey, uncovering more secrets behind these holy verses. Let's go back to the page numbers of Surah Al-Hijr, 262 to 267. The starting page is 262. 2 plus 6 plus 2 equals sign 10, and 1 plus 0 equals 1. This is a symbol of Tauhid, the oneness of Allah. The ending page is 267. 2 plus 6 plus 7 equals sign 15, which is the same as the surah number. 1 plus 5 equals 6, a symbol of creation. The heavens and the earth were created in 6 periods. The journey from 1, monotheism, to 6, creation, is a summary of the Quran's message. From the one Allah, all creation comes forth. In this journey we find the number 4, balance, and 3 types of monotheism. All these basic numbers are hidden within the secret of Surah Al-Hijr's pages. It's like a numerical map that guides us to the basic concepts of Islamic faith. Nothing in Allah's book is without purpose, not even the page numbers. Every number carries meaning and guidance. Let's look at the amazing balance in the Quran. Truly, the Quran is full of signs of Allah's greatness. The wonder of numbers in the Quran is spread throughout this holy book. For example, the words dunya, this world, and akira, the hereafter, are each mentioned 115 times perfectly balanced. Shaitan, Satan, and Malaika, angels, are each mentioned 88 times balanced. The word yom, day, is mentioned 365 times, which is the same as the number of days in a year. The word shar, month, is mentioned 12 times, which is the same as the number of months in a year. The word ayam, days plural, is mentioned 30 times, which is the same as the number of days in a month. The name Allah is mentioned 2698 times, which is 19x 142. The number 19 is mentioned in Surah Al-Mudaththir. This balance and pattern of numbers is mathematical proof that the Quran comes from God. It's not meant to be worshipped, but to be thought about, a sign of Allah's greatness. Every word, every number has a deeper meaning. The Quran is preserved and perfect. With modern tech, researchers can look at the Quran even deeper. The Quran constant, the ratio of how many times the word Allah appears to the number of verses in a chapter, shows a steady math pattern. The Quran's math structure is super precise, way too perfect for a human to make up. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, shared the revelations by speaking for 23 years, but the result is a perfect number structure. These modern studies aren't meant to change how we understand the Quran, but to give more proof for today's generation. This math proof can open the hearts of scientists and engineers to the truth of the Quran. But remember, these studies are human efforts. The Quran itself is never wrong. These discoveries should make us feel more amazed and humble. The more we study, the more secrets we uncover. After exploring the secrets of numbers in Surah Al-Hijr, what should we feel? A sense of wonder and awe at the greatness of God. The secret of numbers isn't the main purpose of the Quran, but it's a sign and proof. This knowledge isn't for fortune-telling or predicting the future, but to bring us closer to God. It should make us more focused when reading the Quran. This mathematical proof is important for young people who look for logic and data. It answers doubts that the Quran was made by humans. No other book has such an amazing mathematical structure. Keep studying and admiring the beauty of the Quran. The wonder of numbers is just a tiny piece of the ocean of miracles in the Quran. If even the page numbers are full of wonder, imagine the secrets in every single letter. Only God knows best.